Welcome back, everyone. This is not tutorials not for the people who have followed me from the beginning. This is the ones who have played the game before or have gotten as far as the Hayabusa and haven't followed what I've done from the beginning. Or that, if you're veteran players, this will help you out. I'm just going to show you what I've got so far, and it will help you out for this build as well. So at the moment, to start off, we've got the guardian spirits, and we use Kato. Make sure you get your spirit levels up so that you can activate them all, because you got key recovery speed, close combat attack key reduction when you're critical, your keys high, close combat attack 12.5, spirit protection to 23%, skill damage at 20%. That's good because when I'm using the EI quick draw from behind to an enemy that's paralyzed, it all adds up. And then we use the bat as the second, and we use him for attack from behind. Okay. We go to the hidden treehouse.
マレビトは歓迎するぞ。し
It's the Shide clan, I think it's called anyway.
マレビトは歓迎するぞ。
Yeah, it's the Shide clan. So it's living weapon attack enhancement of 15%. No key consumption. Finished using living weapon. So you can go straight into the fight when your living weapon is depleted, is what it's saying.
し
Your stats. We're going for heart, dexterity and skill. We're upping the magic a bit so we can have some Nioh bonuses. Body up a bit. We need a bit of life in us, and we need to up the spirits every now and again. But we do dexterity and heart because we're using the sword and Kusurigama, and we up the skill last because it seems to level them up, both of them up, so why not? What else is there to tell you? Oh, here we go. So for the sword, we don't need to activate everything here, okay? All we need is, if you're aware of it, the passives for, regardless of what the weapon is you're using, whether or not you're using it, the passives are activated anyway, on the exception of the axe, which only favors just the axe and just one of the passives, but it does give you life, so you can activate that. And the other two are the Odachi and what are they called? Odachi and Tonfa. So yeah, look at the reduced key damage received by 6 when using only the Tonfa, so there's no point activating that. And the other passive is again in favor of the Tonfa. Or is it? Oh, what is it? There's so reduce key damage received by 6% when using Tonfa, and increase damage when using Tonfa in proportion to how light your equipment is. So those passives are only in favour of the Tonfa. Yodachi, there is one passive that you can activate, and that's in the grapple, and the other passive is specifically for the Yodachi, which you don't activate. And the passive for the Kasuragama, increased damage of final blows and increased damage dealt to enemies from behind. Again, if you're doing a quick draw from behind an enemy, along with all the other bonuses, they're going to hit hard. Spear, your health drops to 30% or lower, close combat damage increases. So this is when you need your tenacity, when your life depletes, when you're using your when you're getting sat down by poison or fire or your leeching. If it goes below 30%, you become a bit more powerful. So yes, activate that. It's very important. The other passive, increased damage from thrust attacks by 6%. The twin blades, increased damage 5% against enemies with full life gauzes. So when the enemy's sat down looking around, minding his own business, and you creep up from behind him, do the quick draw, this will add to it, because their life will be full, won't they? So, no brainer, isn't it? Where's the other passive? %10 key recovery speed when guarding. So when you're guarding up against an enemy, your key recovery will go up a little bit. It's slow, but I suppose it's an edge in the battle, isn't it? Go. When your health drops to 30% or lower, your key recovery speed increases by 20%, and there's 3 levels of that passive. There's this passive with key plus on that. So yeah, so we'll do magic now, and what we've activated is the weakness, the sloth. Not priorities in these yet. Well, like I said, I'm not at a high enough level yet, but these will be all activated. Protection against all the elements. Timber, these are not important, but towards the bottom, always activate these. Increase on your magic capacity by 3. Extend living weapon use time, but what we need to prioritize is Carnage, Extraction, Pallades, Steel, Luckbringer. There's a passive there, increase luck by 5, make it easy to find rare items. Do that at your leisure. Prioritize these things first in this little circle area. And leeching, very important to prioritize leeching. And there's that where you extend living weapon use time by 1. Earth folding, make sure you activate that. You saw how effective it was before. And ninjutsu, shurikens. If you activate all 3, you only need 1 point to fill up the jutsu in the shrine. So you can max that out, and you can. It only will cost 1 point. These will come in handy medicine, antitoxins, and obviously your defenses against them. Toxins and paralysis. Okay. Macabashables. I thought it was these ones. This was what I was meant to go for. I'll be using them against the Hayabusa guy. So it's not. These aren't a priority as of yet. These aren't yet, but these down below here are. So I'll show you first. Catwalking, supper. Quick change is the most important. So if you get killed, you respawn, and you can do that 3 times once you max this out. You got your Kappa and catwalking, so that's like you're going tiptoe and you can run past enemies. If you got the supper, so these two coexist, so you run past enemies, they're not going to see you. Okay, so you're visible, run past. If you're running past enemies and they can't see you, they'll hear you running. The other alternative is there are dogs and foxes which will just eliminate this quota because they can smell you and they've got senses. You know, in the real world, I suppose that makes sense. There's your elixirs. They up your elixirs. Holy Man, I don't ever use that, but I needed to activate that to get to them. Reduce continuous damage from poison and fire by 6%. It's not that important yet, but it's handy if you got enough. And obviously increase ninjutsu capacity by 3. So those are the important ones. Tiger running as well. Gets you around a lot quicker. You can max these out, obviously. So you up the amount of arrows, bullets and cannons by a couple, and then you can make them stronger if you wish when they're hitting the enemy. Levitation, very good. It's great when you're running over fire and you don't get burnt if there's fire on the ground. And I can use that to cut, cut through some shortcuts as well, instead of going all the way around and trying to beat all the enemies along the way. So for your Kasuragama, all you need is Reaper and Summer Twilight. You have to activate grapple so that you can activate these. You need Blade Spin. You know when you're going up against those floaty heads, those elemental things, and you can't seem to whack them. The Blade Spin, if you get close enough, they do that kiss on you, don't they? It staggers you and you can't seem to do anything and it gets annoying. You take a step back and do a Blade Spin, it'll just either knock them out or kill them outright, depending on your level. Those are already activated, I think. Foot Sweep, I never use it, but I needed that to. It is good, but I can't remember why. But I needed to activate the passive anyway. And again, there's nothing else I need to add to this. That's how simple you want it. So you don't need to activate all of them, like I said. With the sword, it's obviously EI Quick Draw. Max that out. And Flowing Shadow. So as you noticed when you're fighting the Hayabusa guy, you put the ground fire onto the floor. He lands on it. He flips up into the air, lands on the ground on his back or his tummy or whatever. You stab him. But once he gets up, you can actually use the air-flowing shadow on him and get out of the way on low stance as quickly as possible. So get a few more hits in him. Okay, that's how effective that is. You don't need to add anything else except for the passives on here. And then all you do then is just fill these up. Melee mastery, prioritize melee mastery, and then obviously deadly eye. Fatal fist we never use. That's that tree done. Just to show you, I'm not using anything that requires any effort. Got Serpent Strike. I forgot about Serpent Strike. So, you know, you can hit an enemy. You hold it down, it drags only humans towards you. So if you hold it down, it drags you towards the yokai. So bear that in mind. And what it does with the humans is when you pull them towards you, they stagger a bit. You can get a hit in there before they get back up and get their bearings again. That's good. This is Blaze Spin. That's very good against those stupid heads. Reaper, we know what Reaper is. It's that. And obviously Summer Twilight, it gives you attack bonus but drops your defense. But you can use Steel Talisman to counter attack that anyway, so and your defense is not affected then. But do Reaper and then do Summer Twilight first, then do Steel after that. Okay. It's not a lot attack points, but it is just a little bit. Just have a little play. Yeah, you see my stats. Like I say, I'm favouring heart, skill, dexterity, and obviously magic and body for getting more points on these things here. Okay. You should have a fair few Umbra sites at your disposal if you've been playing this long enough, and great because you can reforge your weapons now. I can't at the moment because I've been doing it from tutorial from the scratch. But what you're looking for is change to attack heart, which you've got now on the sword, and obviously change to attack dexterity for the Kasurigama. That gives you a lot more points. The armor, what you're looking for is elemental damage reduction garden. You can have luck. What you're looking for is bonus for whatever. You get these yellow things on every single one of your gear except for your gloves, I think. And there's a bonus for these, and what you're looking for is increased attack. In this case I haven't got up for my headgear at the moment. If you look there, bonus for absorbing and ritter, also recovery, increased defense, increased recovery speed. So no good, we're looking for increased attack. And obviously you can put tenacity there if you want, but I prefer to put it onto the legs and the feet. On here, what you're looking for again is Omnio Amulet Protections, very good. So what it means is that you put your guard up and the mages throw those things at you, and what so it gives you like a debuff. So it could be your attack down or your defense down or something like that, or sloth. I don't think it's sloth, that's a ninjutsu, isn't it? But anything magic related, you'll be able to block it and not be affected. As you can see, where it says bonus when surrounded, it says auto recovery. What you're looking for is increased attack. There's also on the torso, and only on the torso, there's bonus when surrounded and increased attack. There's also a defense plus 12% on elemental damage, an elemental defense on that, and that comes up in purple. So look for that as well. That's good. And for here, you can get attack. Always important on your gloves, and you'll only get on the gloves. You'll also get another purple increased attack damage. That'll be in purple, I think, as far as I can remember. If you get other gloves in green or red, whatever the case, or your case may be, you can get attack as an inheritable. So you don't need it as an inheritable on your gloves, because you can reforge to get that. You just gotta look for it, especially if you've got all the Umbra sites levels that make it a lot easier to find. Just roll a dice until you come to it. When you get the inheritable on any of the gloves, not the Hayabusa gloves, unless you're specifically using one particular Hayabusa, and it's just use the ones that you're never going to use again. Max out the familiarity and put it onto these things, the gear. So at the moment it's toughness on the torso, so be attack instead. Or in this case, another way, your leggings could be elemental guard damage reduction. You need 2 more with elemental damage reduction. So I'd recommend doing it on the gloves, because the gloves can do attack, and I recommend inheriting attack on the headgear, because you can do elemental, so you just swap him, if that makes sense. Right, obviously so much to upgrade your gear. If you've got the Hino MF and a Yazakani Magatama, you'll be upgrading the Hino Emna for the same reason. Okay, and the Hino Emna, the headgear. Right, so that's that. That's all I can think of right now. That's pretty much the summary. That's how far we've gone. I've given you a little insight of where we're going as well. So I hope that just tidies everything up with you, and that's helped you keep up with how things are going so far. Hello, this is the summary continued. This is the players that have played before, or can't fight the Hayabusa and everything. There is something I missed, and it was the dojo missions. You have to make sure that they're all activated when they come across. Not so much these. But these ones. Way of the Warrior, Way of the Ninja, Way of the Nioh and all that. And all the way up to veteran level. Because what they actually do is open up these, and you can see at the quotas that you gotta meet to unlock them, which obviously we have already done. Again with these, cleared mission True Ninja, for example. This is an example. Yep, so what's lit up are already done, already completed. And obviously for your specific weapons, they're lit up. I've done it for the sword. I've got to do it for the Kasuragama. It is done. I just got to have enough points to activate it, which I haven't got yet. Okay, just thought I'd point that out. I'll add this at the end of the last summary up, and it'll just be on the one episode. Alright.